So number one of the 5 health foods that aren't so healthy is soy. So soy products, usually you'll find soy milk. The problem with soy is that it's very genetically modified. All the crops are sprayed with herbicides and pesticides. Also, it's very high in estrogen. Well, it can increase estrogen as well, which is definitely a massive problem for guys, because when their estrogen goes up, the testosterone is going to go down, which can lead to moobs, so man boobs. For females, it's especially a problem because it'll increase fat gain. So yeah, soy, like I said, is usually in milk. So instead of having soy milk, just go for coconut milk, or you could go for goat's milk, or just any full fat milk. Is vegetable oil. So this is the little sprays you can get, and you can get Flora ones. Yeah, this stuff isn't very good. It's very high in omega-6, which can cause inflammation, which again is going to lead straight to weight gain. The process involves a very long method. It involves pressing, it involves heating, various industrial chemicals, and like high toxic solvents. So really anything that passes through a lab and it's going into your mouth is not going to help at all. The actual funny thing is the unneeded waste from the vegetable oil can be used for soap. It can also be used for cattle feed, so it can be getting fed to animals. So really it doesn't seem too healthy. So generally it just goes through a very long process that just isn't really important to human consumption. It's loaded with trans fats, so again this is just going to cause more inflammation. It's going to cause serious health problems, again lead to even more weight gain, joint problems. So overall it's just a really poor choice. If you want to use an oil to cook in, I'd suggest coconut oil. I wouldn't use olive oil. Don't use olive oil to cook with, but coconut oil is absolutely fantastic to cook with. Number 3 on the list is fat-free foods. My favourite. Fat-free foods have been deemed as healthy because they've got no fat in them, so it means they're a little bit less in calories. Generally, fat-free foods aren't the greatest. They take the fat out, and the fat is where all the taste is. So if they take the fat out, they have to replace it. So they replace it with sugar or sweeteners just to jazz it up a little bit more. Fat's got a very, very bad reputation over the last few years, because apparently it causes all these health problems and heart conditions and weight gain. It's not true at all. It's a little bit more complex than that. So generally fat-free foods are bad, and if you do want something that's high in fat, so like your dairy products, just go for the higher fat option. That means they'll be very less chemically processed, and they're a lot better for you. So yeah, stick to higher fat foods. So number 4 on the list is margarine and spreads. Margarine's general ingredients are vegetable oil. They have lots of emulsifiers, they have added colorants, they have added colours, and also they get hydrogen added to them to make it stay solid. So margarine generally isn't a good health product. They made it to replace butter when butter was the big scare about the high saturated fat content in it, but it's not a problem whatsoever. Saturated fat doesn't necessarily cause heart problems, doesn't cause weight gain. What I would recommend is to have grass-fed butter, so butter that's from grass-fed cows. Kerrygold is usually the best one. The difference is the grass-fed butter to the grain-fed is that cows can get fed grains, which makes them like fatter quicker, so they reproduce quicker, whereas grass-fed, they reproduce a lot slower, so the quality of it's a lot better. So yeah, avoid margarine and eat your butter. Butter is better. Okay, so last on the list is fruit juice. Fruit juice usually contains quite a lot of sugar, which can add up to just as much sugar as a can of cola. The fibre is absolutely destroyed, so that when you have the high amounts of sugar, the fibre is not there to support it, so the sugar is going to get into your system a lot quicker, and it's going to cause a lot more metabolic problems. What I would say is that if fruit juice says that it's got 5 oranges in it, imagine how fast you could drink that as opposed to how fast it would take to actually eat 5 oranges. It'd be a lot tougher. Also with the liquid calories and the high sugar levels, it's going to cause just as much weight gain as eating poorly or drinking like cans of soda. So if you want to have fruit, just eat it.